This is just like first thing, like if I have a new stylist, their hardest thing is like, where am I gonna put it back on if this is where he wants it?
See, I wore mine a little lower,
We see
just
that.
a high forehead. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I don't have, we'll look at it later. This is just something different, but I think he's wearing it a little bit low to look natural, but he's used to having it low. Maybe when we make the mold, we can make a little peak here, so he's happy where that
I
is.
like that, that's a
But
good
then this
idea.
comes out,
Okay, cool.
okay? Because from a side profile, I don't know, let me do it in the mirror. From a side profile, he's not bad, but what you want is this should be equal to here. If, we'll do it later with the comb, but it has, this is probably 2 inches. Where he recedes is 2, and this would be 2. He's not way down, but he probably should be back here a little bit, because when you look at him from the side, that's gonna look in proportion. Then another thing that happens, like on my hair, I have the Icon Elite, right? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, the one with the temples.
I call it the Roman helmet, because it's got these pieces that come down
Yeah.
here. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't need a ton of it, but if you give me the regular one, you ever see people, it kind of looks like a tunnel's going through their head, because they lost hair here. So sometimes you need something down here.
Yeah.
And sometimes in an 8x10 unit, if it's smaller, you can make a little bit of that and then come
Right.
back up in here.
right,
Okay, but you gotta watch the temple.
okay.
So, now you just have extreme on there, right? No tape, just extreme?
No, I have lace front tape,
You have lace front tape.
lace front tape.
Yeah, and we.
And then the rest
don't
is
forget,
extreme?
We put a little,
No, you didn't do it on this time, that mighty tight? No,
Okay,
okay.
okay. So what I might do is I roll it, see it's actually rolling up a little bit.
Oh, the extreme tape, is that what you said? The
mi-
front? That's what you meant?
We put a little mighty tight here.
Okay.
Okay.
We never know, and the client could use something at home or something, but I'm just, if it goes up easy, fine. If not, then that's where I'm gonna, we need a towel.
Yeah, we use a thing called lace relief.
What?
Yeah, just grab one of these.
I can get you some towels.
A towel would be good, but here,
Can I get?
This one right here. This one right there.
Oh, thank you.
I'm recording.
I'm just gonna
right,
tip
so-
him back a little bit, but it's actually pulling a little hard there. So then I'm gonna spray some of the scalp cleaner residue, it's kind of a solvent. It's just gonna make it a little looser. I gotta prime it a little bit, okay? Once I get that, I'm just gonna roll it back a little bit here. Okay? And this is kinda like a surprise in the box, 'cause I don't know what he's all got under here. Usually if I do somebody, I know where we get. So the rest of this is gonna be extreme, just extreme.
Yes,
on the rest of
yes.
that. Okay? Okay, some people will pull off, he feels a little tight in the corner, plus he said it overlapped on here, I wanna be gentle with that. I just kinda spray, some of that, see it didn't bond real well in the center, but you only put like one layer on it. so
Yeah,
it's not a big
right,
deal.
'cause we were
knew
coming
it
here.
was coming
And
off.
actually mine sometimes will be loose in the center, but it's good everywhere else, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I just use the solvent.
God, I lost my hair.
I was thinking
Long
without your hair,
time
you look
ago.
like Bob Hope.
You just use the solvent to take it off.
I used to have really thick hair. I said, I'm never gonna lose. So on my father's side, everybody had hair. On my mother's side, no. So my early 40s started going.
Okay? Actually, not much on here. So if I have to clean that in the back room, I like that. Sometimes it all sticks to this, that's.
Big
where
time.
the-
Yeah,
That's
big
where it's a
time.
problem. This would be an easy cleanup.
Well, tell me how you do that.
This one here,
An easy cleanup.
I wanna be
yes.
easy taking that tape off, I don't wanna just
Right,
rip that.
Correct.
I would spray this through the top.
Go ahead and do it, you can show them how to clean up a vase.
Well, I gotta do it in a sink if I do it.
Okay, so that's gonna have to be over there with the head.
Yeah, or I can let someone practice and I'll help them. But I'd spray this,
Mhm.
and then it'll just come off without pulling hair and putting tension on it. Then the
You're
rest,
gonna wash it or just, you're gonna
just
spray
spray this
that
first.
on?
Just spray that on.
Okay,
Then I'm
And
probably
then-
gonna spray the whole base with this.
Huh.
And here's where I would, this is why I don't like doing them at the same time. I like that to sit on there a half hour. Cause if you immediately go at it, you gotta rub hard to get it off.
That's, yes.
And then it's gonna peel off a lot easier.
So we can leave it here and then come back.
And then
down.
there's a lot of them, they're all different. Mine, you need a jackhammer to get it off.
Serious, that's how his
Okay.
is.
And others, it's gooey.
Yes.
So the jackhammer one, you really gotta spray. Or it's all on the scalp, and then you gotta work harder on the
Right,
scalp.
right.
But they bought a gun, they don't like the gun.
I don't like the gun. The water's not
know what I'm saying?
warm. The distilled water is just
We just use
distilled.
regular water.
It's not,
You don't need distilled water.
Okay.
Just make sure you empty it out every night so the components aren't sitting in water. No?
Dab of Dawn dish soap. It
I
actually kinda
use
lubricates the whole
Dawn
thing.
to wash all my systems.
I will do it to get grease off systems, I will not
Mhm.
use it on anybody's head.
No, I don't put it on their head, I do it.
So
on
here,
the
he
system.
doesn't have they didn't put a ton on here, okay?
Yeah, that's why we
But
knew you were coming in.
They,
But I try and clean
You
this.
didn't know you did it.
they,
You didn't put a lot on, which is good, or we'd have a bigger, okay?
right,
But-
correct.
I wanna get off whatever I can before I get them into the shampoo bowl.
But see, I'm usually all gooey right here.
Yep.
Is that because she didn't come down further with my track or no?
Yeah, if that's overhanging, I would clip it right to the edge. But it just makes it harder to clean,
Right down to here, right
Yeah.
down to here.
because that's where you had it.
Okay, yep.
Oh,
And this one you have to have to here.
And
You
this
just don't
is
have
my
enough hair.
question, that was one of my big
Wow.
questions.
wow.
I mean, you could make it less out here if you wanted, or maybe you just make
I've
it
tried
nice
that
better.
before, let my hair grow. Just,
You get a tunnel there?
I just don't like it, no.
Okay. I'm kind of working without all my stuff, but if I have a comb, do you ever get where it's all in the hair?
Yeah,
Yes.
comb it out, right,
Yes.
You can take a comb and work that out of there,
right.
okay?
You have a comb upstairs.
I do, and I have a clipper upstairs too, which actually what I usually
We have a
do.
clipper.
Oh, here's a comb. Oh, maybe not one.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that looked, when I pulled them up.
I didn't.
That's all right, we can get around. But actually, when I get this all like this, rather than trying to fight all this hair, I would clip this. I get over to this too.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll
of
end up doing
course.
it upstairs because we just don't have it. But I
Which
can
is,
just
that's
clip
what I was about to
that
ask if you would just trim that out.
Normally we don't come down here, we just, the construction, I guess they cut the water line and
It's
it's like,
any time you work, do shows, you never know what you, so you just. And actually, another trick I'll do, I would, if we can pull the cleanser out of that bag.
step 2. That's it, step 2.
Okay. Which I always call it micro cleanse because that's the big bulk,
Micro cleanse.
right? So if I say micro cleanse, then I never know how to open these.
Yeah, it's the same way. She showed me how to do that.
But I'll even use a little of this here, because it kind of almost has like a solvent in it too. Find a little bit. Just, that's just another way to, as much as I can get off before I go into the sink, the better off you're gonna be.
I wonder where Dawn's gloves are.
So that's it. And then sometimes it's really tough to get this. I'll take a comb with me by the shampoo bowl too. and
Right.
I'll
Exactly.
comb it out and get it out, because
So I can't, there wasn't a lot of buildup here or no?
there is.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there's a little bit there.
right.
I'd rather clip it or comb it. I don't have either one, but I still can shampoo it
You
all.
get a
It's not that
comb or
bad.
no?
She's looking out there.
I know there was one upstairs.
Oh, that's a rat tail, that wouldn't work, but
Yeah.
difficult to work with.
Yeah. We'll get by. Okay, but anyway, when we get to the bonding, the thing is, this is like painting a wall. It has to be absolutely clean or the paint's not gonna stay on it. So if I do a half a job on this, cleaning it, and there's still oil in the, trapped inside the bulb, and
It's not gonna
there's
stick.
little residue on here, it's not gonna stick. So a lot of times when people have problem with bonding, it's how they prepped it, because it has to be clean. So, okay, she's got a, just give me the comb first, I'm already committed to the hand anything. So here's what I'm talking about here. I gotta get this. And actually, we'll show you later, like when I do the links where I'm not shaving the lady's hair, I still have to bond the front, so I do a part and I do a bond there, and it's all full of glue, and I have to keep her hair. So I'm gonna spray solvent in and gently comb through and get that out of there, because I can't clip it out of there. We told her we're gonna keep it, so.
What do you want? I gave you a towel behind you.
We use this stuff we got, it's milky white, it's for bonding. I think it does a good job, don't you, Karen?
This is, this kind of thing right here, that's good to get off before you get in there, or else you're gonna have,
Yeah.
Problems.
yeah, and it'd take you like an hour to clean your sink after too. We're always cleaning the sink. I got a bottle of Goo Gone right next to my sink to try and clean it for the next guy that's coming in. And I have some people don't shave down here, so that's what ends up. I get a bunch of glue on there and I have to figure it out.
There's a clipper right there.
There
Now,
it is.
Karen has a peanut upstairs she brought with her.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
right,
a
right.
little clipper right there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you want thicker paper towels?
Ideally,
That's a peanut, isn't it?
it is a peanut.
You like them?
Never used one before.
Oh,
I always have cordless.
yeah. They make it in cordless.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Am I growing my hair again, Keith?
Yep.
Okay.
How many did you have before? 'Cause you got 20 now. This, if I get off, that kind of helps keep my sink from getting crazy too, so. Okay, you got one of those paper towels there. There's a little bit on here yet, that's fine, but we're gonna move them to the sink.
I like roll it, Keith, with my, no?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's fine.
saying, like this?
So actually, the other thing too is like the more you get up in, like if you go to the center with it,
Right.
because you don't wanna comb
Right.
it down.
Take it to the hair, right? Get away
Yeah.
from there.
You'll figure that out after you do it once or twice. It's not smart to do that.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about, like mine, sometimes I'll take it off and I'll roll it.
Yeah, roll it, yeah.
It actually is a little bit hard on the hair because you're pulling hair off.
You're
if trying
pulling
to
hair
save
out
any
when you
of
do
them.
that, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You are right.
but,
So you don't,
and this was kind of gooey. I don't know how much I would have rolled this time.
so,
dryer is
so
when
my
it rolls
system, when she takes it off, I'll sit there and I'll roll it, but you can see the hair is coming out. So
Yep.
it's not good to do that, you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why you used to have 40, now you have 20.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we will move you to the sink.
Riding over here.
I don't think you need to take that, do you, honey?
What?
The sink?
No, it's not, I'm not taking, I stopped it.
Oh, stop it, good. You'll, yeah.
Towels are brand new, they never absorb anything.
No, we'll stay on for a while.
Oh, you hate
They
that?
just repel
I know,
water
don't
the
you
first
hate
time.
that?
or-
Yeah. You hate that.
I don't really know if I can adjust that chair or not, how you fit in there.
You tell me.
I'm okay with you there if you are.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay.
Alrighty.
So Don is actually kind of like us, they work here. Sometimes I use that release, this Optima solution, that's another solvent that I actually use more to get it off. And that shampoo I was using, which they call the number 2, you actually can get micro cleanse.
We use microcleanse.
I like it because I can buy it in gallons and we go through a ton of it.
Yeah.
And I'll actually clean systems with it. I
I
keep it
do.
clean.
No, it's not like that, thank you.
So,
I'm doing so much right. You see? He questions everything I do.
No, I'm not him. I can't see that. No way. Got it. Ah. Type A personality.
Yes.
Huh?
How did you know?
Hey, my wife type A.
so this, I don't, a lot of you probably haven't got it. If you haven't done it, you haven't done it. This just came out, and they had a limited supply. I've been using it, but some places can't get it yet. But I'll have to ask Debbie, they may have a supply. But it's really like magical, and it really feels good on the scalp. This is an exfoliant, and this is a shampoo. So you put the exfoliant on. Got to be gentle, because there's like crushed walnuts in here, and it can. You don't want to do the vigorous like I did on your head.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can tell the shampoo didn't do it, right?
So then, while that's still on, I'll use this to lather it up and take it off.
Got
And
it?
actually, I kind of go back and forth between the microcleanse and this,
I
depending
was
on
just
what.
gonna say, are you gonna do that after you do the microcleanse as well?
I'm going to try not to use the microcleanse, but if there's still some in the hair, I may have to use microcleanse then. Okay.
What's the name of the shampoo that you're using, or that's the yellow one, I mean the,
Cleanse Plus.
Oh,
There's
step.
step 1, step 2.
okay.
Okay, so that's not really a shampoo, it's kind of an exfoliant that's rolling up some. You can feel it a little bit on there.
Yeah.
So we get the lather and the
You
shampoo.
use that,
and then
right,
step
Karen?
2.
Use that.
When you come up, Keith, don't forget
Not
your
that one.
adhesive,
My what?
your adhesive for the attachment. How does your scalp feel with that?
Well, she uses an exfoliant.
I use the microcleanse.
She uses microcleanse we get from you. Is it, we get it from her, right? Right.
This is just a two-step process. Which do you like better, Keith, the microcleanse or the Cleanse Plus?
Depends on the client. Some
Okay,
people,
on
one
me.
works very well. I'm gonna tell you, I actually, on you, I started with it, I might have given you one microcleanse and then 1 or 2 of these,
Cleanse
because there's
Plus.
still some in the hair, and that microcleanse would have got that out of the hair a little better. I mean, everybody's different. Some people I have to soak with the Optima solution and really comb through it, so it's, and what I tell my staff too, they're like, how many times should I shampoo?
As many times as it takes.
Exactly. It's whatever it takes. Some people, very few people do I shampoo twice. Wait for the hot water to get.
I was gonna say, it's not that high. Are you waiting for it to get cooler?
No, I'm waiting for it to get hot.
Yeah, right.
You know what's funny, when you're giving a really good shampoo, I had one gentleman, he came to me a couple of times with his system, and then about the third, Jerry Davis, about the third time he said,
I don't have any microcleanse in there, just natural
would you
cleanse.
mind if I moaned?
What does he say?
Would you mind if I moaned? No, moan all you want. So I was just shampooing and trying to get the glue
Did you
out.
say, well, the morning will cost you extra?
I didn't think quick enough.
What is
No,
that
moan all
movie,
you want.
Zorro? Oh,
Maybe they need a new water heater.
what is the
Chris.
name of that movie?
Well, I think it takes so long to, it takes so
With,
long to get to the other side.
Banderas?
Oh.
You kind of have the problem in my
God,
shop,
with
too.
Sam,
Oh.
Adam Sandler,
It takes 5 minutes to
going
go.
to
Oh,
America.
Zohan.
Zohan,
Zohan, yeah.
the moaning part.
Oh, yeah. That is a really funny movie. Yeah, but if you do that in, in your salon, you'll get in jail. Sexual harassment.
No, but I'm just saying, what does the other stylist think if there's more than one, that
Oh,
moaning
yeah.
coming out of
Well,
that
yeah,
room?
we have that private room.
Why is he making so much money and I'm not? Call it a scalp happy ending.
I thought I had hot water before. Now it's-
He probably got the hot water line, that's why we don't have water up there. I don't know.
He's tough, just rinse.
Yeah,
There, it's, well, a little better.
see, now this is taking a little bit, so this is not gonna be a two shampooer, so. And actually, before I do the other one, just because it's all in the hair, this is gonna be better for taking it out of that hair. I'm gonna do another one of those before we,
What is that, the micro cleanse?
yeah.
The micro is to remove the extra residue.
Yeah. We actually will clean systems too with it,
Oh, really? Okay.
when you're having trouble getting.
You do, right?
Getting the-
It's a little hotter, is it too hot?
Yeah, it's good, no, it's good, feels good,
It's gotta be
That's the
coming
max,
from
that's all you
way,
get.
okay.
where's the water heater?
And then, you
Nothing
know,
like
they
taking a
Sunday,
cold
so
shower,
it's
too.
not-
No,
Well, that's
the-
true,
The
yeah.
problem
Good
is
for
that
you.
the construction, we're rerouting stuff
Right.
to go over there too, add in the kitchen, and he was messing with some water pipes and stuff, and
See how there's, you can be washing, all of a sudden more comes up. You think it's all gone because it's clear, and you, if it keeps coming up, you gotta keep doing it.
So glad we came.
How many
I
days
had to
did you
teach
have your
myself.
unit on for?
We had a girl after his wife passed away.
Not that many,
a girl
huh?
working
Not that
for
many.
her, and
Was
we
it tape
hired
or
her.
is it
She couldn't.
liquid?
No, I bond, a full bond, I don't take.
You
Oh,
did have
you
some
bond
tape
it,
in
so
front.
you're-
Just the front.
Just the front.
so you're
No, you
learning
bond
something
it in
new.
And I've been doing
And
it.
it stays on,
Yep.
no kidding.
Everybody's different. Again,
Okay.
like, people ask how you
He's
take,
just
you
showing you a
can't do
little bit how to
everyone the same.
exfoliate it more to make
One
sure.
guy breaks it down,
Absolutely.
one guy
Now I
doesn't.
Now I know.
I guess it depends on the
It's
pH
right, though.
and,
I had to
and their lifestyle.
exfoliate.
There's
Well,
a
I
lot
just
of
think,
stuff
don't you
on
think
it.
if you use the tape, it doesn't get,
You're doing something wrong. 'cause
gets
you
glue
can't
on
get
the
this out
front,
of
or
here.
no, where you,
But it
Well,
is
none
want
of
that
it
in
because
here?
mine doesn't melt, so, see, everyone's different.
huh?
If that's working, and you're comfortable with it, then stay with it.
It's more of a discovery until you find what works best for
Yeah.
your client.
I know people that have, do bond on their front, but I don't, I always put the lace front on.
You know, I kinda consider blue liner tape really breaks down.
Yes, it
Certain
does.
people, I put it on, perfect. They broke down Geobond, but they didn't break down blue liner.
Did you like that extreme lace tape they have?
Yeah. It's not like my number one, but
No, yeah, we use another brand. But she just put, the last one she put on was the extreme, and it seemed to work for her.
What's really nice with the extreme lace, a lot of lace tapes you cannot use on poly because there's no liner in it, so that's what the difference is. There's no liner in it, so it'll melt and it'll break down. The extreme lace is supposed to not break down and get as gooey as the other lace tapes out there.
Right.
So, this can also be used on
But see,
poly.
your extreme tape only comes in one style on the front. Well, every time I call, they send us one that's a little more receding.
You have to ask for the 6-inch fronts, which go from here to here. We have the 6-inch.
In the pink tape,
No ma'am, in the lace too.
in the lace.
24 to a pack, 36 in the small ones.
You have to show us that, those tapes.
I could go shopping in the warehouse again and find some.
Do we get a tour of the warehouse?
We're gonna take you, it's just I couldn't find all the lights, you should have seen Keith and I back there looking for you
Get the
there.
flashlight.
I don't know where all the
Get the
lights switches are.
flashlight.
Thank God he had his phone and he started shining it and then he went up the ladder. When we're down here, we'll just walk back through the warehouse, so you guys can see it. And then you'll say, oh, no wonder she said she's gotta go find it. It's 2 floors back there, it's not 1 floor.
Excuse me, can I see how well this stuff is out?
Pretty
So, Keith, if it's not, the hair's not fully cleansed, what happens then?
your
It's
glue,
not
your
gonna-
glue will break down.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
gonna
the glue
hold.
will break down.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to be squeaky clean.
Yep. And like his scalp is clean, but there's still a little bit inside.
Or
of
I'll
there.
be getting the phone call that goes, your adhesive is defective, it's not sticking to my client's head. And then you
Right.
try to say, well, did you get all the glue off? Did you Wear gloves when
Well, I always
applying
say to
it.
her, that's good. Go ahead, just let's get it over with. That's good, right? No, go ahead, let's go.
And then they go, I've been
Then I go,
bonding
Karen,
there for
It's coming up a
20
little on the
years.
side here.
Don't tell me how to do it.
Is that why, Keith?
What's that?
Like I'll be bitching at her, Karen, let's go, just put it on. It's clean enough. Then about a week or two, I'll go, Karen, starting to come up on the side.
Well, it's Karen's fault, obviously.
Obviously.
But you have clients that say, oh, I just want half off today because you're just gonna pull it up, one more tape and stick it back on. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, but that's what I want. Well, that's what you want, but that's not what I'm giving you. It's gonna cost you, because they want you to put more tape on top of that residue that's
right.
been already there for 3 weeks.
And then in the
Uh,
meantime, then they come back and they go, I have a fungus on my scalp, it's breaking out
thank
with
you.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it is, when they don't get the scalp clean and we start asking questions, you should be sitting in my chair because I've been doing it for 20 years, don't tell me, I know what I'm doing. And it's like,
Obviously not, obviously
Well, you
not.
know
so then I have to change it. By any chance, did the client change their shampoo, their conditioner? Did they change their medication?
Well, the trouble is, it's like your scalp analysis, you'll never know. It could be their fault, could be our fault, could be his fault.
Well, I was just gonna say, after 20 years, I think some stylists are like, yeah, I know how to do this, I'll get this done, I'll get him in.
Well, no, you know what the
Yeah.
biggest thing is,
Okay.
is Keith and I have been into big studios and their girls, they don't check on them regularly and they get comfortable and they start skipping steps.
Right, exactly.
See, even
Yeah.
mine, because I really push, when I put the Extreme on, everybody is 4 coats. Everyone
I
has.
tell her put 2, let's get me in and out.
Well, it's not like if
Because I can
it's-
come back, I know
Right.
her.
But their sealer,
Yeah, don't push it.
you know,
Honey, would you change my tape? Jesus Christ, Bob.
but you gotta put the sealer on, you gotta do everything.
Yeah.
And then I'll get some client, you know, I went to Val, she only put 2 coats on. Val never sprays that sealer on.
Mhm.
So I got my little spies, you know, I'm not in the room, but I know.
Got it,
You
okay.
know, and the thing is, if I have a client, we're team-based, they can go to whoever, then we all better do it the same.
True, that's true.
Okay. Now we'll go up and
Back up.
make them all, you were gonna take them through the warehouse?
No, we're gonna do them